Shalom, shalom, giving all the glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekha Akwadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone, shalom to Yakim in the faith, doing the work in truth and sincerity. I hope that this lesson is edifying and straight to the point as I intended to be through the Spirit. And the title of this lesson is going to be A Prophecy Coming to Pass, Isaiah chapter 13. And this series that I'm doing, brothers are familiar with these chapters that I'm going over, man. This is just back to the basics, and these are just forgive me for rolling my tongue, but or slurring over my tongue, but these are just not reiterations, but there's a word, galvanization of the mind, just so brothers are thoughtful, and just so brothers are harping on and meditating upon these specific times and these specific things and prophecies, which are the focal point of life right now. What's the focal point of life right now? Of course, most importantly, the Lord and His only begotten Son, the Holy Spirit. That's our forefront. But second to none is the prophecies, man, which are in this book. This is why we have a Bible. This is why we understand the Bible. This is why we speak about the Bible, because we have the keys to it. The Lord has given us the keys to it, man. And may we always possess the keys to His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And may we not get this key ever taken away from us, man, by the Lord, man. May we endure it to the end. So, getting right into it, the book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1, the burden of Babylon. What is Babylon? Babylon is America. Babylon goes to the word Babel, meaning confusion. America goes back to the word Amerigo. That was the founder of America, an Italian settler named Amerigo Vespucci. The word America goes back to the word bitter. That's what it means. So, the burden of Babylon, which the son of Isaiah, the son of Amoz, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. What is the banner? The banner is this truth, man, which opened up out of New York, which opened up with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. Those who had the 100% truth, man. The tents of Judah, woke up first, SK. Up on a high mountain. Babylon the Great, America is a high mountain, man. Compared to the rest of the governing bodies upon the planet Earth, America stands out as an upper echelon because of its military might, because of its economical power, because of its population, because of its socioeconomic development, so forth and so on. You get the picture. That's one thing about it. We can call America wicked, this, that, and the third, which it is, backwards, Sodom, this, that, and the third, but it is a high mountain, man. But, hey, the Lord, is letting us know, the bigger you are, the harder you fall for sure. And that's what's coming, man, because they're about to be taken out like no other, alongside Israel. But Israel's going to be built back up again, so don't get that confused. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. That's what we do when we on the highways and byways, man. We're approaching and reproving our people, man. Shaking the hand at them, letting them know right from wrong, letting them know what the hell's coming to pass. And this truth is going into the gates of the nobles, man. That's why they want to ban brothers. That's why they do so much research on brothers. That's why there's so much information out on brothers. That's why when brothers post things on different platforms, it gets banned, it gets red flag. That's why we're on certain billboards. The time's coming where we're going to be persecuted, man, because the nobles of this place, have highlighted us as a threat to their agendas and societies. I have commanded my sanctified ones. Who's the sanctified ones? His prophets, his elect, those who He set apart, man. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. Those are the angels. Those are the Lord of hosts. Even them that rejoice in my highness, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kings of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts muster up the hosts of the battle. Hey, that's what's gonna happen. It speaks about that in the book of Joel, man. How a lot of different nations from everywhere are gonna come, and they're gonna the Lord's gonna plead with them for His people Israel, man. That's the great battle, which people call the Battle of Armageddon, man. Armageddon, mountain of troops. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of His indignation. Indignation meaning righteous anger. What are the weapons of His indignation, man? These nuclear missiles, man. The Lord gave these different scientists the brain power to come up with these technologies to destroy the whole land. What can destroy a landmass? An ICBM nuclear missile and these different high-powered nukes are the only things, man. Different AK-47 bullets, You know, all these, you know, World War I, World War II, all the different tactics which they use, those didn't really have a major effect, man. That's why it's not going to be no other war after World War III, because World War III, the instruments that are going to be used within are going to be far more advanced, you know, far more powered. They come from a far country, forgive me. Verse 6, howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Hey, so this is the vision which the prophet Isaiah saw. It's going to be a destruction from the Almighty. So it's going to be from on high. It's going to be the Lord that's doing this. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. That's right, man. Their face, man, their countenance, their spirit, their confidence, it's all going to come to naught, because they're going to be in such fear. And these missiles are going to cause such fucking havoc, man. People's organs are going to be burning and melting off of them. It says the elements shall burn with fervent heat. They shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. In other words, their faces is gonna be showing a horrified countenance, man. Fear. They're gonna be turning black and blue. You know, and then this nuclear suit and the heat is going to burn them up, man. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. So that's why you have to be confused, not of the Bible, but of people when they talk about, you know, Jesus, so-called, you know, that's not his name, but so-called so-called Jesus, when he's his second return, and this down the third, like, how is everyone, like, John 3:16, everyone, for the Lord love, like, just confusion and madness, man. People don't understand the day of the Lord, like it says, cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. Why? Because his people, the Israelites, were mistreated, man, and their enemies pretty much went further than they needed to go, and the people of the land just pretty much made mockery of the Lord and his only begotten Son, his spirit, his people, his image, what he stands for, his name. Hey, man, you got to pay for that. You're not just getting off scot-free for that. That's like Esau, man. Esau don't let you get off scot-free for shit. You're going to pay one way or another, man. So you think you're going to get away from the Lord that has eyes 10 times brighter than the sun? In other words, he sees everything. There's nothing that the Lord, just like the scriptures say, because judgment isn't executed speedily. They think, you know, to themselves to be in good case. They think themselves to be doing sin, and they're not doing wrong, you know. But hey, there's a time, and what does the Lord call that time? He calls that time, what's the biblical word I'm looking for? A term. He speaks about it in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, appointed time. You know, there's a time and place for everything, man. The Lord is calculated, man. The Lord ain't in no rush. The Lord is better than the feds, man. You see how the feds ain't no rush when they know you up to no good? The Lord is like that times 10. The Lord has patience. The scriptures speak about that. How he has compassion, grace, and mercy. You know, so he gives you time to repent and things of that sort. But, you know, people indulge in their iniquity, building sin upon sin. And, you know, they get God. And then they begin to be so confused on to where they messed up. But it wasn't that last step you made. It was every step from the first until the last, man. That just kept racking up. You know, so these are healthy reminders for ourselves being in the truth as well. Speaking myself first and foremost, because we know judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord. Going to show you that our Lord is righteous, man. He's not a hypocrite, you know, but he's going to show favor to his elect. He's going to blot out their sins, man, because that's his favorite. To lay the land desolate. Babylon the Great, America's going to be desolate, man. The things that you see, the greenery, the photosynthesis, the green, the fall color changes, the buildings, the cars you see, the factories, the work, the school buses, the train tracks, damn near the atmosphere, man. That's the only thing that's going to withstand is the atmosphere. And he shall destroy the sinners there out of it, man. That's the point right there. He's going to destroy the sinners out of it, man. Heavy judgment is going to come to this place because so much wickedness and debauchery goes on here that people think it's really People sin like it's second nature. We know we in these chains of darkness, but these people, they take it overboard, man. You got people. I'm not even gonna get into the whole trans. That's a whole different topic. We can speak about that all day. You got sodomy. You got people eating abominable foods like it's just candy. You got pedophilia. You got blood ritual sacrifices. You got Satanism. You got these Jesus lovers. Man. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. That's right, man. The sun, the moon, the stars, these different constellations up in the air, blood moons, all these different things, shooting stars, whatever they call them. You ain't gonna be able to see these things because it's gonna be so much flames and smoke up in the air. The air's gonna be saturated. It's gonna be coagulated. That's what you call soup. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. All the nuclear fallout. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Iniquity means sin upon sin. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Who is that? The wicked, man. Starting with Esau, Edom. You know, that all that USA chanting, all that patriotic movement, all that Make America Great Again, all that Pride Festival, all that I could do battle on my own, land free, home of the brave, and God we trust, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're backed by our military, that eagle screech. He said he would lay down the haughtiness, man. In other words, these people, like it speaks about in Revelation, I believe, how has the hammer of the earth been cut asunder? You know, something to that effect. You know, these other nations, they're gonna look like, damn, man, how the hell Esau Edom been laid down so damn bad? Because these Elamites, these Ishmaelites, every other nation, man, even though everybody want a piece of the pie, everybody want to be ahead of Babylon, everybody's in the race, this, down the third, people are still gonna be shook and shocked to see how Babylon has fallen, man, because it's had its hands on the throats of every nation for a long time, and it's had a tight grip, man. It had a grip that no one could see being let go. No one could see being let loosened. But now it's a reality, man. I remember 2-3 years ago, you know, being on the highways and byways with the brothers in West Palm, you know, speaking to Edomites, you know, where you didn't have all these, war was, of course, in the talks, but, like, it wasn't as imminent as it is today. You know, we telling people about World War III coming in, like, you know, one thing about Esau, they're realists, so they're going to listen, they're going to give it an ear. You know, they're going to give it a chance. They're going to hear it out. And that's what was going on. You know, we were speaking to someone on highways and byways, and it was kind of far-fetched to him, but he was listening because it was kind of making sense, and it was in that time where these different articles are coming out and whatnot, right? So push come to shove, he's listening, and, you know, here it is, months later. World War III is far from far-fetched. World War III is going to happen. I mean, if you have to convince someone that World War III is going to happen, you probably shouldn't be talking to that person. You know, if they're not a family member, you're clearly wasting your time, and that person is going to get taken, you know. But topic for another day. You know, these are the times that we in, man. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir. Ophir was a golden city, man. So, you know, gold is already one of the most valuable elements. It is the most valuable element and precious metal upon the planet Earth because it's limited. You cannot just make gold in a laboratory, you know. But it says man is going to be more precious than fine gold, you know. 22 karat, 24 karat, you know, stacks and bricks of gold. You know, a man of the Lord is going to be a hiding wind. It's going to be a hiding from the destroying wind that's coming to pass, man. Because, you know, the Lord's going to be dealing with him. Therefore, he's going to be one of the, he is going to be, you know, after the Lord's going to be gotten son of the angels, a man of the Lord that the Lord's dealing with, an elect member, it don't get no better and bigger than that, man. You know, so the Lord dealing with you, and these times will come, you're going to be good, man. While everyone's starving, you're going to have something to eat. You're going to have a roof over your head. You're going to have confidence. You're going to have wisdom and knowledge to be the stability of your time. You're going to, Lord willing, you know, who knows at what stage of the destruction of Babylon and Jacob's trouble, you're going to get spiritual powers. But you're going to be capable of doing some things which you weren't able to do in these times, man. Whether if it's run faster or think clearer or think even brighter or to be even much stronger, invisibility to fly, you know, and to the faint heart, to the simple, this is satire or fantasy, you know. But that's where these different movies get their ideas and illustration from, is the Bible, because the Bible speaks about these different things, the different powers which these angels have. What do you think, you know, all these Superman, Batman, all these Marvel comic superpowers just came from? You think people just, you know, came up with this on their own? Absolutely not, man. You know, like Samson, you know, breaking down those pillars. King David, you know, putting thousands to flight, whooping Goliath as a young boy. This is all biblical, man. That's how they come up with these stories and add on things and, you know, make it even more, you know, juicier. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of the hosts in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee one to his own land. That's right, man. So Indians are gonna go back to India. You're gonna see China. Once shit hits the fan and people start hearing these sirens and things get closer and it becomes more real than real, you know, a lot of older people, a lot of people that were born in these different countries, they're gonna go back to their own military, man. They're gonna go back to their own people. They're not gonna want to die in Babylon. They're not gonna want to go fight for Babylon, because they're gonna be there's gonna be what they call draft, so forth and so on. No one wants to go to prison here, so people are gonna be trying to catch these last minute flights and get back to wherever the hell they came from. And whoever can get back there, you're gonna die up in this fire. You're gonna die one way or another if you're a heathen or 2/3. But you know, if you're in Babylon the Great, shit, you know, you're getting hit with missiles. You know, if you're not of the elect getting beamed up, you're getting hit with missiles, man. No way, no answer for buts, because Russia has, like it speaks about in the book of Ezekiel, you know, soon through the Spirit I'll do a prophecy coming to pass upon that. Russia has the most tactical advancement in this war, strategic, you know, play in this war, in my opinion, because compared to other nations where you need to go through different stages of clearance, like whether it may be chief of command or whether if it may be coming from a prime minister or president, these different codes may have to be relayed and so forth and so on. Russia is automatic, man. If everyone's dead in Russia and their radars have detected that ICBMs have been let off or shot off near them, automatically they will shoot missiles towards America. Nowhere else. They're not shooting missiles at Haiti. They're not shooting missiles at China. They're not shooting missiles at Hawaii or nowhere random. They shooting missiles at America, man. Going to show you that this is prophecy, that the Lord wants America to be destroyed. Putin could be bought out. And this happened years ago, man. Like when I say decades ago, you know, while the Americans were getting rich, you know, and booming their economy, doing so forth and so on, Russia was working on this thing called the dead hand, you know, so everyone in the land could be dead. You know, it's an automatic thing where, you know, that shit is let off, and they're far more advanced than the Americans. The Americans could have, whatever they claim, you know, let's say 50,000 missiles, who knows, ICBM nuclear missiles. It don't matter, because whatever Russia has, that's all it's needed to destroy this land, Babylon the Great, you know. And whatever Russia claims to have, you could times that by 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, because these different ICBM nuclear missiles, they carry warheads, you know. So yeah, check that out, man. You know, so it's gonna cause major destruction, man. Let's say, for example, you shoot an ICBM from Moscow, and it takes, I believe, 30 minutes to get to JFK. Shit, you can't even get to Manhattan to Brooklyn, I don't think, in 30 minutes. Or Queens, any borough to another borough, because so much damn traffic. But long story short, the point being is, let's say they shoot something off to the capital of New York, which I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's Manhattan, I'm going to assume, or I really don't know. You know, that's going to show you my American education. But as long as you have a biblical education, that's all that matters. I know the capital of, you know, Israel, which is Jerusalem, you know. But, continuing on, let's say you shoot a missile for Manhattan, and the missile has 4 warheads. bitch. That's one that could touch New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, that little area, Vermont, Delaware, all that little stuff, man. So that whole northeast section could be wiped out with just one missile. So imagine like 50 of them. Imagine one per each state. Imagine you hit one in Florida. One goes to Miami. One goes to Tallahassee. One goes to Tampa and Orlando. Florida's done. And you just thinking about the instant impact. That you thinking about the shockwave and all the catastrophe. What about the fires it creates? What about the wind and the sorry to stutter, the debris? All that fallout. All that shit is toxic, man. All that shit is dangerous and harmful. You can't survive off of that. You got to stand the ground for days and weeks. That shit takes time to clear up. You're not gonna have no vegetation, no clean water, no clean air. It's best off you've been taken into the spirit world. It's best off you would have just fell out and died. So a lot of people that's trying to save themselves are really just they're really just tricking themselves, man, because there's no saving yourself in America, man. America's gonna be uprooted. If you go to a different nation and you're a heathen or 2/3, or if you're a heathen, not 2/3, and let's say you're able to evade this destruction like one of these elites, you're just gonna be one of the first fruits of slavery to use to procreate kids. You're gonna go into chains. Your kids gonna go into chains, and from there on, the time ticks, of your bidding time, If you're a Edomite, you do your 1,000 years, you complete your 1,000 years, and, you get your whole tribe decimated. And if you're a heathen, you put your time in, you do all the slave work, whether if you're a taskmaster or if you're in the field right along with Esau, you do what you got to do, and then we put you in your own land, and you become tributary to the Israelites, because we were under the hands of every damn heathen in history. Yeah, the Chinese had us in slavery at one point. The Japanese did at one point. All you have to do is put a timeline of Israel's captivity. It'll show you how Israel was in the land of Samaria, Assyria, Ammon, Moab, Egypt, so forth and so on. And right now we're in the captivity of Edom. But this is the last one. Dwadi Abashim Yahushua is coming to an end. I brought this out. We be saved up out of here because we want to be the first fruits that get to experience, our Lord, and the reconciliation of Him and His people. Seeing Him on a throne and a fathership, giving crowns to the rest of the elect. What's greater than that? I was at work with this Asherite. Good dude. I like dude. But he said something. I said, we was at a big-ass house, rich house, Edomite. And he was like, you never gonna own this house. And I was not in a good mood because I got my own shit in life I'm dealing with. Mind you, me and him, we joke all the time. So it's no reason for me to even have an attitude. That's some shit I don't really care about that he said. Like, I'll shoot the shit with him all day. But, like, in my head, I'm like, because I was already in a good mood, so I'm thinking about, like, the worst of the worst. I'm like, man, this dumbass fucking nigga, Like, Jake's so damn simple. They don't ever see themselves, winning in life or having an upper hand at some point in life, But, that's why Jake's so destroyed out here, because they don't see nothing further. And they don't have the blessing and the vision, to the knowledge of the kingdom, man. They don't know that we're going to own land masses, man. We're going to be the rulers. You already thinking about one house. Man, we're going to own multiple houses, man. We're going to own slaves. We're going to be the kings of the earth. But, the fact that Jake don't know that and understand that leads them to just living a YOLO lifestyle. They're going to leave everything here and take everything. That's what they think. They think they're going to take everything with them, But, hey, Babylon the Great is coming to an end, So, if you're in love with this place, you're going to die with this place. But with that, Lord, that's edifying, straight to the point. Until the next one, shalom.